welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the UCONN Huskies, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the UConn Huskies offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Finds a man on the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes to the left. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll run the sneak for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Quick completion to the right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'd love to get... Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. Turning on the Jets. Quick step and go. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
There's so many guys on this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempted tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with the speed.
And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCONN offense goes back to work. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The pull and throw off the RPO. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Doyle. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
They booted away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Quick release on the RPO. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. Brings into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. He's loose. No, he got loose. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ware. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll do it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. UConn tries to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ware. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UCONN comes to the line after getting another first down. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Caught over the middle, it's Ware. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. second down, they'll go to the air. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Get it out on the screen. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCONN going back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Ware.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
UConn will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina has it back in and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Plucks it out of the air. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started.
This option rushing attack stresses a defense in so many different ways. That's already their 2nd rushing touchdown using the option.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now this offense is back on the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. They'll try the right side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Off play action. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Doyle. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Makes the grab, and he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They ran it on first down, now on second. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He's a touchdown, North Carolina! The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you didn't think it could be any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
51, UConn, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got it behind the line. It's Ware. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. UCONN will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the returner goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Got his man in the middle. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Holds it fired complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.